Just a hop, skip, and a jump over the hill from Dirt Perfect headquarters in Derby lays close to a 30-acre farm that's been abandoned for about 10 years. A couple weeks ago, Jen and I were able to make a deal on the farm and got it purchased. We're going to hit the ground, see how bad it is, and let you guys know what our intentions are with the farm. Well, let's do it. Oh man, behind the scenes. Welcome to the new farm.
Yeah. Now this would be what you call a diamond in the rough.
Where do we start?
Yes.
So I'll give you guys a little bit of details here. We basically picked up just shy of 30 acres that used to be, I'm trying to remember that. So the family that used to own this years ago owned a whole bunch of property down through here. Look at this. We even got new, we even get animals. Excuse me.
First was a dog, now.
No, yeah. All right. So anyways, first, the family used to own this, owned all the way down through here. And then they slowly sold off stuff over the years. They sold the top of the hill off to a subdivision, yada, yada, yada. The last person that owned this here, they rented it out for crop fields for a few years, and then they've had some horses here. But long story short, it's pretty much been abandoned for the last 7 or 8 years.
Yeah.
And we were able to come together on a deal on the farm to buy it. So the goal is to, well, let me back up and say, the nice part about this is its location.
Yes.
Because just over the hill is the lot. Just down that way is where I live. It's halfway in between. And you guys always say I need more buildings to put stuff on the roof, which we got.
Now we got.
And this should allow me to sell the gym, which is a lot more convenient to get in and out of. So the goal is to move some stuff off the lot, move stuff out of the gym, utilize these buildings, and then there's about 12 or 15 acres down there. Hopefully we can get Chris farming again one of these days. But we just closed on the property the other day. This building and that grain bin are actually not on the property I own, but that building over there is. The guy used to own this before, took a little notch out of here to keep these buildings with that farm over there on that farm. So this area we're standing in is kind of a common area, is the best way I know to describe it, which is fine. We got plenty to do. That neighbor there is a good guy. Long story short, pretty happy with what we got.
Yeah.
The problem is, it's in a little bit of a
TLC.
Needs a little TLC.
Yeah.
The current owner has 30 days to get what belongings they want to keep out of here and remove the animals. So I don't know if we can do a whole lot in the buildings today, other than brainstorm ideas and plans.
Feed horses and donkeys.
And pet cats and dogs.
Chase chickens around.
That donkey kind of looks like you, short and ornery.
I smile more than him.
I'm kind of like the horse, you know, just tall and lazy and mope around. So hopefully over the course of the next 5 or 6 months, this place looks completely different. That'd be the goal. But we're in between jobs and we got a little bit of time. We finished up the other job up there where we were cleaning up for Mike. So what do you think about going down there and getting started on the field down here and see what we got? We can do that.
We can do that. So that would be, yeah, I'd say we start hitting them fields.
So here's the...
See how happy Farmer Chris is going to be with us.
So here's the catch-25. You ever see something and you're just like slightly overwhelmed?
Yeah, yeah.
but I see the potential.
Yeah.
I mean, I've pulled into a lot of farms that look like this as Chris, and I'm like, what the hell are you doing farming this? And next thing you know, 2 years later, it's the most beautiful farm he's got.
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep telling myself that. It's going to be fine.
It is.
It's going to be fine. So.
Let's have to go up hit the pond, go fishing a little bit.
Oh, yeah, there is
Nice
a pond
day,
up there. I want to drain it. He wants to keep it.
It is staying. The
We'll
pond
see.
is staying.
That's up for debate.
That's part of management.
Part of management. The donkey says it goes.
The donkey did not.
All right. So we cannot currently get the semi in here because I actually own both sides of the driveway. She's still got a fence up for the horse on one side, and the other side of the driveway, another farmer has that planted in corn, and I don't want to damage his corn. And even if we got up here, we can't really disturb any of this stuff because she's got time to get this out of here. Yeah. So what if you think if we go down there and maybe just bust through the fence on the highway or the part of the fence they're not using?
Yeah.
And we'll start bringing equipment up from the backside and do what we can that way.
Yep. And there's going to be 2 pieces of equipment involved in this. I've already picked mine.
So out of all
it's kind of like calling shotgun.
So out of all the millions of dollars worth of equipment I own,
yes.
You know one thing I don't have like a good setup on? A tractor and a brush hog.
Yeah. But you do have a tractor and a brush hog.
I do have a tractor and a brush hog.
And
I have brought the proper clothing to go to battle with briars.
Me and the Hyundai have been getting along great here lately, so I'm going to stay with the Hyundai.
All right, let's go down there and scope out our potential. Oh, this is going to be bad. I can just tell this is going to be bad. Let's go down here and scope it out and see what we got and do what we can. Right. Oh man, behind the scenes, here's a little bit better idea of what we're dealing with from the other side. Look, my tractor is in there. You see it?
Yep. You're going to look good on that tractor.
This is not going to be good at all. So here's what I'm thinking.
You got the proper PPE, so you'll be good.
Yeah, I'm going to be
I ain't got no long sleeves. I ain't got no gloves.
Here's what I'm thinking. Let's go get the Hyundai with the brush cutter on it.
Yep.
Got the tractor down here. Let's cut us out a little area right here where we can work. I think we need to take and just make a little notch in the bank right here. We can pull up with the semi, back straight in, and we'll just unload right here. And that way we can get, I think the first thing I need to do is get in here, get unloaded, and get cut like around the property, just so we kind of get an idea of what we're dealing with. And then
that is not around, that's straight through.
Well, that was not pleasant. I was bleeding a lot after that trip, I'm just gonna say. All right, let's go get the Hyundai and the Mama Light brush cutter and come back and attempt to do something, I guess. We have got quite the roadside equipment collection going on here.
Yes, we do.
Pick your weapon, I guess.
Yeah. I see somebody left the door open on the...
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Who was the last one to drive that?
I drove it down here. I closed up. You got in it to pluck them trees, parked it, and left it. But I'm proud of you. Both the skid steers, you shut the doors on them, so I'm good with that.
Can't have nothing nice anymore.
Yep.
You know, I left the door open knowing it was going to rain.
Yeah.
That was my rain dance. Remember how dry this job was?
Yeah.
That was my rain dance. We'll go ahead and close that up just in case we forget for later. And what we're going to take for now, I believe we're going to take the Hyundai skid steer, that bucket, and the Boma Light brush cutter. So let's take it and put the bucket on the trailer first, because we're going to have to cut our way in there a little opening, which means we'll need the brush cutter first. So that way we can put the brush cutter on and then run this all up on the trailer. I sure hope all that made sense. It made sense in my mind. I don't know if it made sense the way I said it out loud. I tell you what, this little Hyundai skid steer, for only being 74 horse, it's been holding its own pretty good, a whole lot better than what I thought it was going to for sure. Been pretty impressed with it overall. All right, we're gonna go fish our brush cutter out of there as it's turning the wrong direction. Dilemmas. What's gonna be easier? Take the excavator, move the brush cutter, hook it up, move the dozer, grapple, and then hook the brush cutter. I'm gonna go with the excavator option. I think it's gonna be easier to Move the brush cutter around the other way. Hey, I just closed the door, now we're gonna open it back up. And wowzers, we gotta get this equipment cleaned up. We have been going crazy. These dry, dusty conditions have been just miserable. But we got a little bit of rain this morning. We're calling for a little bit more rain this afternoon and over the weekend, which is while we were in a big push to get this job done the other day. We did. Ain't no fire light up there, is it? All right. Long story short, the seasons are changing. All right. Let's hope this wasn't a bad decision. Perfect. Got a little bit of an equipment jam down here. All right, let's get her hooked up. Here to go murder some briars and saplings.
That, or we could take his lawn chairs he's got, put them up there on that new little area we made for the campfire, and just enjoy the view.
I like your stalling techniques, but I don't think they're gonna work. All right, let the fun begin, my friend. I'll tell you what, that little green tractor is very well camouflaged in there, isn't he?
Yeah, yes he is.
What do you think? Just go up here and unload in the neighbor's driveway?
Yeah.
We don't risk getting ran over.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Oh, easy now.
Yeah.
Don't need a video of falling in the ditch with the gates open. Let the fun begin. Let's go. Come on. Look at that running for a while. I don't know how long. This is your fault. What I was saying was I can outrun it for a while. I don't know how long I'm gonna last though. opened up here a little bit. Rain last night. Probably not the best idea I ever had, but ow, you little sucker! We're gonna do it anyways. All right, guys, that's about 45 minutes. We got a decent little area opened up here that's cut up fairly nice. I actually got a path all the way up to the barn over there and down. Aaron's gonna get this last little bit here by the highway. We're gonna throw that bucket on, see if we can get us some access in off the road here. We just need to get enough in there to get the truck in here. Once we get the truck in here, we'll have the excavator and the dozer to do whatever we want there in the front. But I think the plan's gonna be to go through, cut everything up we can. We're gonna leave the bigger trees, and then we'll just have to drive around the excavator to throw them above the dump, pluck them out of there. But it's starting to look like something. Still amazes me how good that little machine does on that big brush cutter. Hey man, me a little green there. We covered some distance.
Yeah.
I made it to the barn, but I could not make it around the barn.
Oh yeah.
Every direction I went, I either hit a fence or a pile of trash. and the weeds were like at least twice as tall as you. But I made it there. But all in all, what have we been at this? Maybe 45, 50 minutes?
Maybe.
We made a pretty decent little dent in here.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, the little Hyundai and the brush cutter does amazingly well, but I would be curious to see what the DL550 and a drum mulcher would be.
Yeah.
It'd be really cool on this job to have it running side by side, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, it would.
But I don't know if we're gonna get that opportunity today.
So we got the clear going. We're gonna get a future sign, like a future dollar store. What was the one down there at Chris's?
Yeah. So I bought the last property. Everybody thought we were putting in a subdivision, so Chris went out and got a future home with Dollar General.
Yeah.
That's not funny because I own the store on the other side of the hill.
Yeah. You gotta compete against yourself.
No, we can't do that. All right. Well, you want to drop that brush cutter? We'll see if we can get. We just got to get a path in here good enough to get the semi in here. Once we get the semi in here, we'll have plenty of equipment to do whatever.
Yeah.
That way is definitely not a current option.
No.
There's a lot of roadblocks up there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's drop this and grab the bucket.
So naked without nothing on the front of it. That is service right there. Yeah, I should be able to get the truck in there.
I'm thinking we take the 750 first.
Yeah.
It's lighter, and if we need to work on our road,
We have it
we'll
there.
hold 210. We got it there.
Yes.
That's my logical thinking for the day.
Like that.
We have got a serious little equipment jam going on here, let me tell you. Don't worry, 210, we'll be back for you in a minute. All right. Normally don't haul them that way, or at least I don't like to haul them that way because my visibility is a lot less with the blade being in the front of the trailer. I don't want to spin it around his driveway and make a bigger mess. What we need to, it's a short trip. We're literally going over the hill. So, we're gonna make an exception. You ready?
All right, ready.
It's gonna work, right?
It's gonna work.
Flawless plan.
Yeah,
All right.
flawless plan.
I
Just
shall-
don't sink.
I shall see you there.
Yeah.
Hey, that was way better dirt than I anticipated.
Yeah, it is.
That would be really handy
What's that?
if we had something here. Cut that little bit of brush out there so you can see if traffic's coming around the corner.
Hey.
I pulled up so far to make sure nobody was coming before I couldn't open the roof.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
We made it.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Up here. I love this thing. All right. A little throttle. Parking brake off. Always make sure the ripper's up. It's up. Lift the blade. we're ready to go. Well, now we're ready to go. And we aren't going. I am not down yet. What are you doing?
I'm undoing your secondary parking brake.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Man, I had it all lined out too.
These chains
Forgot about that. You did. I thought you had them off. Time I walked across the highway, what have you been doing?
At least you didn't rip the floor up.
No, I remember to raise the ripper. I even told him that.
Get off here.
All right, I think we're ready. So the checklist went great, besides for the chains. Now, everything is where we were. Now we can go. So, when you unload a dozer, you might want to take the chains off before you try to get it off the trailer.
We're going to leave Aaron behind. He's going to go ahead and put the brush cutter back on. I think our goal here this afternoon is trying to get all the way around the fence, the perimeter of the property. We're going to go pick up the 210. And this is just not the ideal situation. We made it. I told Aaron to cut this little bit of brush right here first. That way we can see around the corner. A little safer getting in and out of there. Alright. We're off. And we're back. This is not the most convenient job to haul equipment out of, but I'm not going to complain. We've dealt with worse. Alright. Let's get loaded. Before we get too far gone, I need to reach over and grab this bucket before we forget it. Alright. Onward march. We'll go around the skid steer instead of over the skid steer. Seems like the wiser move. Loaded. All right, we are all chained down and rolling out. We're gonna leave the 240 here. Come on, baby. Come out of there. There you go. We're gonna leave the 240 here. We still got bit better. Heck yeah. All right, let's get this thing shoved up in the hole. As predicted, it took a little bit more effort to get this one shoved up in here. It's a little heavier, but all in all, that worked pretty doggone well. We're not going to need this thing today. I just wanted to get it here in case it rained and that turns into a muddy mess. At least we have it on site. And the next job we're going to, that actually pays, requires the 120, not the 210. So this one's going to be freed up here for a week or so. We're going to let her sit. Perfect. This truck back to the lot. Like I said, they're calling for rain. I don't want to get stuck in that field. And Bubba Dump is at the lot. It's the last piece we need to bring up here. So off we go. Well, let's do this little magic truck swap. What do you say? And we're off. All right. You know what? I don't know if I can make that turn, but with this truck, we can go right over top of that pile of dirt. Yeah, monster truck style. It's nice having a little bit of room to maneuver, to say the least. We are officially moved in, but if you guys look over that way, I think the weather's getting ready to move in as well. Our ultimate, I cannot speak, ultimate goal, one was getting equipment here today, and two, we would love to get all the way around this field, at least get a path all the way around this field, just kind of see what the perimeters are, see what we got. It's probably been 10 years for anybody who's been in the back edge of this field. Aaron got down the highway and went up and met where I was at over there. I got from there all the way up to the barn. Aaron is going from Bubba Dump that way. I'm gonna go up to the barn and start coming along the woods. I think it's not quite as heavy up there or thick, so maybe old little Johnny here will do a little better. But I hate to admit it, I hate to jinx it is what I meant to say. Little Johnny's been doing all right. All right, I gotta get suited up for battle, and off we go. All right, this is where we go off the beaten path. We're gonna blaze our own trail. To tell because it's so grown up, but Aaron is right over in there somewhere. This stuff got just a little bit too big for me and this little guy here. We did pretty good to get where we're at. I'm gonna turn around, head the other direction, widen this trail out a little bit. Hopefully in a short period of time, Aaron will be up here. We'll have this thing connected all the way around. This is a hot mess to say the least. I think we're just about ready to connect. I can see you. You're coming straight at me. Are you in there somewhere?
I'm in here, I'm in.
Holy cow.
Yeah, it's thick.
Yeah, I made it this far with the little tractor. I think that completes our path all the way around.
Yeah, we made it.
We made it. Hey, look what I got done.
Oh man, you're looking good.
Oh, man.
Why didn't you finish out down there?
Well, they got so big I couldn't push them over.
All right. Well, now to widen it up so we can make it down there with the Cadillac.
Well, I'm going to head back that way. Keep widening up. I'm like 4 paths wide all the way out that way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know what you've been doing.
Like 10 passes wide out by the highway, and I'm 1 pass wide through here. That's some big trees I had to go around.
Yeah, I had some briars that were, holy cow.
Wow.
To say this is grown up and neglected is an understatement, and there's like random T-posts everywhere.
Yeah, there is.
Holy cow, there's random T-posts everywhere.
I think we're going to go in business selling used T-posts.
Yeah. All right, well, I'll tell you what. You go back that way, I'm going to go back this way, and I'll meet you back around front.
That sounds good.
I know it's kind of hard to tell, guys, but we worked our absolute butts off on this thing. It ended up being a pretty nice day. Sun came out towards the end, but one thing is clear. We have our work cut out for us on this one, for sure. So, guys, stay tuned. That's all I got to say. Stay tuned. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you guys know the routine. Big old thumbs up. Helps out the channel. We greatly appreciate it. Want to miss out on, make sure you don't miss out on what's coming up next. Consider subscribing. That way I can catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.